Hello children, in this video we will be discussing about the function overloading concept along with the main function. So I have already created the program, so the size of the video will be reduced and you will get the proper explanation. So we have already created the class over here. Let's see. Here this is the program. So in this program of function overloading we have made three functions. That is as we have done the earlier video, same functions are there to calculate area of a square, area of rectangle and area of a circle. The difference is in this or we have created the main function also. So I will explain you from the if you have watched the earlier video, that is clear to you all how the functions are being created, how they are called. Now I will explain you the main function over here and the working of the main function. So here it is given as as you all know that your execution starts from the main function. So in the main function I have used the scanner statement. Why we are using the scanner statement? Because we have to enter the values through the keyboard. And so we have already written, just remember, we have used the import util statement over here, import statement, that is util package is being used because scanner class is stored in util package. So now again moving back to the main function, see the main function, this is the main function, and above are your above are given your three functions. So now in the main function we have given over here public static void means scanner statement. Then after scanner statement we have created the object over here. See here, this is creating object. Why we are creating object? Because we have to call the three functions. Those functions have the name as area. So now since we are making the menu driven program, that is on the basis of user choice, it will calculate the area of the square or rectangle or the circle depending upon user's choice. So we have shown the menu over here. Press 1 to find area of a square, then press 2 to find the area of a circle, and press 3 to find the area of a area of rectangle, and then area of a circle. Now when we want to select the choice, so we have to enter the choice also. So we have given the statement over here, enter the choice, and with the help of variable ch we are storing the integer type choice. We are for menu driven program, here we are using the switch case and passing the choice over here. So in case 1 we are entering the site. So here we have written enter the site and storing the site in variable s1. So after storing the site, with the help of OB object, we are making the call to the function. So this statement is your function calling. How we do function calling? We will write the name of the object. Here we have taken name of the object as OB and then name of the function, followed by the list of actual parameters. Here S1 is the actual parameter. So value of S1, when we call this function, when we select the choice first and we enter the site, suppose we have entered the site 4, then value 4 is stored in S1 and that value is passed from S1 here to the function definition. Function definition is written at the top. So here see in the variable site, that is formal parameter value is stored and it calculate the area of a square, that is side into side 16, and it will store in variable a1. After storing the value, it will print the area of a square as 16 and it will again return from where it is being called. See over here. So it will return over here, and as soon as the break statement is encountered, it will move out of the switch case. Similarly, we have made case 2. In the case 2, we are entering the length, storing in L1 variable, and entering the breadth, storing in B1 variable. Again, this is your function calling statement over here. We are calling the second function. So in polymorphism, functions are distinguished from every function has the same name, but they are distinguished from each other with the help of the list of parameters. See, in the first function we have one parameter and in the second function we have the two parameters. So, and one more thing, with the list and the type of parameters. Means type of parameters means in the first function we have the integer type parameter, while in the third function we have the floating type parameter. So here we are passing the value L1 and L2 to the second function. There it will pass the value from here and store in variable L and B. It will calculate area again and print the area of a rectangle. Similarly, when we select the third choice here, so it will enter the radius in double data type. It will pass the radius from R1 and store in the variable R over here. See here. So it will store the variable value in R and calculate the area and display the result area of a circle. So after displaying the result, it will again move back over here, and as soon as it encounters a break, it will move out of this loop. Suppose we have entered any other choice other than 1, 2 or 3, then what it will do? Suppose we have entered 5. So it will move to default case and print the wrong choice. Okay children, hope you have understood this program. Now we will run this program and see how it is working. See over here, so we have, once again, we have this program. We have compiled the program. So on compiling, it is showing no syntax error. So as it is showing you no syntax error, so on closing, we will right click on this program and we will select void main since we have created the object. A dialog box has appeared over here, so we have pressed the OK button. So see, it is showing you the menu, whatever we have printed over there. So suppose we have selected the choice 1 over here. On pressing enter key, it will be asking you enter the site. Suppose we have entered the site 4 over here. On pressing again, it will see it is showing you area of a square is 16. Let's run again the program and see how what is doing for the choice other than 1, 2 and 3 is entered. Suppose so we have entered the choice 8 over here. See, so on entering the choice 8 and pressing, it is printing the message. See, it is printing the message wrong choice. So in this way you will be able to do your program. So remember children, first of all we write all the three functions, that is the function definitions. These are the function definition of first, second and third function, and the list of parameters are different but the name of the function is same. Then since we are not returning any value, so it is writing over here void, and in the main function using switch case we are calling the function and then we are calculating the result and printing the value. Hope you have understood the program.